This is data. Look at the liquidity. There is none. Where did it pause? Right at this transition area. Bang through that one. So this is a revaluation. What's the bet the market pauses here? Watch it. There you go. I'm now forced to reprep. So here's where all the business starts being done, up in this region. We're likely to get shorts coming in here, looking for a move to get where? All the way down to here. Where are they going to get caught? Just here. So that's the trade for us. Look at all the shorts around 68.75. So at least we know there's some fuel to take us higher. So we're looking for us to get through this area, catch out these new shorts, and take us up to where the next transition area. Okay, lots of acceptance at 81. That's important to know. I'm working an order at 81. Okay, in, onside already. Looking to get a move up to around the 85, 86 mark. Onside. Here we go. So I've got a reasonable sized bid at 81, but it is dropping down. We know there's lots of algo behavior around at the moment. All right, so I've taken one tick of heat so far. Okay, this is a bit quick for me algo wise. I had to scratch. In at 81, out at 81, not done with yet. Lots of acceptance occurring at 81, both buyers and sellers agreeing. Look at this bid now just jump out of nowhere. That was like 8 at one stage. Nice big order up at our transition area. Back in again at 82. 81 entered, 81 scratch, 82 re-entered. How many times do we have to have more than one go? First failure, second failure, boom! Look at all the business at 86, see that? So no acceptance at 85, bang, 86. So for me, it's transition area out, just wait. That's my execution chart. So here's where I bought at 81. Here's where I scratched, as you can see, and then I quickly re-entered and bang, I exited there. That was already in the book. Remember, I was basically working on that, all of those short sellers. Now they're gone, so that opportunity's been and done. So what have we got in here? We've got a ton of longs in here, and we've probably got some new longs in here. So I would think that the next opportunity is actually that way. But notice down here, there was no interest. So you wouldn't be wanting to hold shorts below here because we got that revaluation. Look at this VWAP. Look at the automated buying off that. The computers are coming in and hitting longs off VWAP anchored to 1130. So you might recall we saw that move off anchored VWAP. But I was talking about really the only direction was, as far as who could get caught, was to the downside. And that's what happened. Then I also mentioned that what we tend to see after a revaluation, so this is today's profile, here's where we were, and here's the new valuation. And we'll get multiple probes, but it just won't go below it. And that's held as well. Watch for an explosive push through here. Lots of buying at 80, but it looks like there's just someone stepping up. Some serious size are starting to get through. Now that's not stuck traders, that's actually traders now stepping up. So it's just about to highlight these failures. And then you could see just the pace of the market, right? Change in behavior, new traders coming in. There we go. Nailed it. What have we got here? All buyers. So you don't want to be getting long. Opportunity to front run a potential move through VWAP. See how we've had a move off VWAP, but then it failed to materialize? So that's what I was looking for here. We've got predominantly longs in this area. The pace is quite sprightly. So when we get this faster pace, that's when I'll flip to the 25 ticks. Not a lot of interest at this specific moment in time at 81. Quite a bit of lifting offers at 82. And the reason for this 25 tick is being able to identify the slightest change in behavior if I can. Note the change lower in acceptance. It was all at 83. Look how much business has been done at 82. Now have evidence of acceptance at 81. See that quantity there? So you're mainly buying at 82 and they're all offside. As we see 81 start to beef up. All right, now trading at 80. Now that is the transition area and the next area of acceptance. So now I've got to take the risk out. We know we normally get a reaction here. I can stomach a little bit because I've got a little bit of a cushion. Go back to this view. Who is the biggest group of traders that can be hurt? Longs. That's pretty strong directionally. Now, what are we at? We're right at low acceptance here. I suspect we'll get a little bit of buying. My line in the sand's 79. I'm going to try to manage this manually. I'm not going to use volume triggered stops because there's too much fast beefing and shaving going on. All right, how do we go through that? Here's my entry. Here's where I got some out. I then went short here, got stopped out just there, as you can see, and got short there and actually added, be hard to see there, and took out all of that there. Point being, I get stopped out, you just get on with it. The rationale for going back in on the shorts was all of this buying, just front running session VWAP and a transition area at expansion. The other point being that this is early in the move, so I was happy to participate. So we certainly have an enormous edge by knowing this stuff. Clearly not everyone does. Otherwise, we wouldn't keep finding these opportunities to catch out traders. That there is longs puking, and the opportunities that have come along, this was on the back of realizing that we'd worked off this a few times, but it had failed earlier and just looked for a repeat. And so once these things play out, I'm not going to keep going back to the well for the same idea. I think what's apparent is the degree to which you can take seemingly unrelated chunks of information, extrapolate and develop hypotheses cloaked in game theory. That's what creates your edge in these markets.